Okay, hi, it is Bree. I'm here with you and for you. I am excited to share with you something that has been an absolute game changer in my life on so many levels, on a um, personal fitness level and also on a professional level. So, welcome. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. So, if you have any questions, save them for the end and we'll talk about what to do next. This is the presentation for how to earn while you burn. I titled it that because really that's what you're doing. So you are keeping yourself highly accountable to your own health and fitness goals, but also making some money while helping yourself and helping others do the same thing. And if money freaks you out, that's okay. Let me just come out and say it right here, right now, that money is a tool and nothing more. Money, having money or being motivated by money doesn't make you greedy per se. So let's just clear the air with that. I am so excited to share with you how this has evolved for me and what potential and possibility it holds for you. So I am Bree. I am a diamond coach, which simply means that I have seen the value and seen the opportunity in this and decided to invite my friends to jump on and do this along with me. And so I have a team that I am building. I am a mom. I need to change this soon because I'm actually stepping down from my full-time nurse director job to do this full-time. So those will flip. I will soon be a part-time nurse and a full-time coach, and I am thrilled. And if you would have told me 5 years ago when I signed up that that is what would be happening, I would have laughed in your face because I signed up when I was in RN school, broke as a joke. I was literally in the red when I bought my first challenge pack to sign up, and foolish financial purchase. I mean, not very financially responsible to be overdrawn because I invested in my health, but I promise you, I have no regrets about that. I saw the value for myself and getting myself to that next level in my goals. I started out on my journey losing baby weight and figuring out with Weight Watchers how to eat diet food and conserving points that way, and really had a mindset shift when it came to eating real food, eating whole foods, and learning how to fuel my body for my workouts. So hands down, best investment I've ever made. I was a nurse in nursing school and very busy and running a household. And at the time I was engaged, and together we had 2 kids, and I helped with his small business. And so I was very busy. So when people say I'm too busy, I get it, because I actually used coaching as a break from my homework and would take a little bit of a mental break from all of the studying and hop over and jump on Facebook and talk to people. And that totally excited me and made me feel good knowing that I was helping people in a different way from being a long-term care geriatric focused nurse. So think about this. What would an extra $100 a week do for you, your family, your household? What could that do? What could that afford you? Maybe a nice dinner. You never go out on date night because you never have the money. Daycare, because that's freaking expensive. Trust me, been there, done that. Groceries, because yeah, I can teach you how to shop for healthy food and save some dough, but I'm going to be the first to say it. My favorite bread is like $6 a loaf. So I also get that. I'm going to be real with you, and I'm going to keep it nothing but real with you tonight. Gasoline, again, I was commuting. I commute currently for my full-time nursing job. I've commuted for the last 4 years, so I know that fuel and having gas money is an important thing. So what about $100 a week? What would that look like for you? $100 a week in your bank account that you didn't really plan for, or you didn't have to put in overtime for. Now, dream a little bit bigger. And what about an extra $500 a week? What about paying off some debt? Maybe you could start to work from home. Do you need a new car? Does your current car need repairs? Do you find yourself just wishing you could go on vacation, but you never go because you don't have the money? Do you know that at least 50% of Americans do not have an emergency savings fund of just $1,000. So what about savings? $500 a week. What would that do for you and your family and your household? Now walk with me here and dream just a little bit bigger. What about an extra $1,000 a week? 1K in your bank account weekly. Dream house. Are you living in your dream house right now? I know I'm not, and I know that I'm definitely going to use this money to help me get there. What about some family time? You wouldn't have to work so hard. Maybe you work 2 jobs. You don't have to bust your ass working all the dang time. And for what? Right? Don't get so busy making a life that you forget to live your life. What about college tuition or student loans? And about investing. What about that? So how does that feel? How would you feel if you woke up and you just knew that every week you had an extra cushion of $500 or $1,000? Now tuck that feeling in your back pocket and pay attention. So what makes this unique? I'm going to be very transparent. Direct sales are everywhere, right? We can scroll our feed, we can be on Instagram, and we can find somebody who sells whole non-chemical cleaning products, and we can find somebody who sells jewelry, and we can find somebody who sells makeup, and we can find all natural hair care. And I'm not knocking any of that because I've used at least 75% of those examples I just gave, and I love them. But what makes this opportunity unique? I'll tell you. We're coming up on our 20-year anniversary, Beachbody as a company, so not going anywhere. I just got off a call tonight with a gal who was like, well, a couple years ago, everybody was doing blank, insert product name here. I'm not going to say it. And, now they're not. And so, yeah, those things have come and gone, but Beachbody has withstood the test of time. And it's more than just take this pill and get skinny or put this on your body and shrink out the fat or whatever. It's fitness and nutrition and support, and then rewards. And not only rewards for coaches, but rewards for people who actually get the results and claim them. Every year we have a big meetup and it's a blast, but I digress. We have a meetup every summer and we get to see the Beachbody Challenge finalists, and we get to watch their stories and hear them talk about how they lost their weight, they picked a program, they did it, and they've lost extraordinary amounts of weight, and they walk away with a check for thousands of dollars. So it's rewards not only for coaches, but for the people who actually put in the sweat and sometimes the tears. So fitness and nutrition. We know if you do something to lose the weight, but it's not sustainable, you're going to be unhappy because you're going to gain that weight back once you stop, right? So this is truly a lifestyle solution. And I love it. We are growing. Like I said, 20 years coming up. And that is not by accident. When the needs change, Beachbody changes. So we changed to digital recently because our country is all about that Netflix life, right? And so instead of toting around your DVDs and all of that, you can just take it anywhere you go and stream your workout wherever you are. It's amazing. So constantly innovating. The nutritional line is constantly growing, and the science behind it is just becoming more solid every year. So not going anywhere, definitely growing and changing to meet the needs. So there is literally something for everyone here. Whether you just need a workout program or you just want to focus on your weight loss first, you need supplements for very specific goals that you have with your health, there's something in there for everyone. And then, of course, there's equipment, because we're not going to hook you up with a program and say, well, good luck shopping at Walmart for this, when maybe you have no idea what the hell a resistance band even looks like. So it's all there, one-stop shop. But my favorite thing to talk about is Shakeology, because for me, it's been a game changer. So much so that the day I first drank it, I said, I think I'm having placebo effect. And if you haven't heard that term, you maybe don't recall it from psych class, or I'm a nurse, so I geek out a little bit. But like placebo effect is where your brain knows that you've ingested a certain product or chemical or substance and just takes on that expected effect, that expected outcome. Example, one time I drank half a pot of decaf coffee and I literally was like sweating and had the jitters, didn't know it was decaf until I was halfway through the pot. And I was like, that's really bizarre because I like have the coffee jitters, but it was decaf. So that was placebo effect. So I drank my first Shakeology shake and I was like, I just like felt different. I just felt better inside. And so I told my sister that I thought, I was like, man, it was really delicious, but I just think it's my brain playing tricks on me. And I had it again and I had it again. And then I come to find out that inside of the shake are digestive enzymes and probiotics and phytonutrients and antioxidants and vitamins and minerals and protein. And it's all this good stuff right there. So it literally does give you a feeling of just health and balances out some of that acidity. So as Americans, we lean toward a more acidic diet versus alkaline diet. And that just means a lot of the foods, and especially coffee and sodas that we ingest, leave our pH more on the acidic side, which can cause inflammation and some just general GI upset. So definitely a health drink. It's not just a weight loss shake, and it's not a protein shake. So these results are not on trial. You probably have heard of P90X and you've probably heard of T25 and Insanity. And there are just so many different programs, but these programs are created by teams of experts. So the beauty of that, you go to the gym and you get one trainer, right? And maybe that one trainer has had different things along the way that have geared that person to train a certain way or to use certain tactics or techniques. But these programs are developed by teams of people. So you get a really comprehensive program that's going to give you the results that it promises to deliver on. So again, all encompassing fitness plus nutrition. So what is a coach? Because sometimes the word coach comes out and people automatically are like, oh my gosh, I need to have my shit together to be a coach. And let's back it up, because remember, broke A nursing school student signs up to be a coach. Don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You do not have to be at your fitness goals already. Absolutely not. And if you're like, yeah, but Brie, I totally binge out on the weekends. If you follow anything about my story, you'll know that I actually struggle with emotional eating. And when I became sober, that was a whole new chapter on that. So hello, we grow through it together, right? And you do not have to be an experienced salesperson. Now, is there an element of selling in this? I'm not going to lie to you. There is. But what are you selling? You're selling people on the idea that they're worth their health. You're selling people on the idea that they are worth taking time out of their day to do the workout. You're selling people on the idea that, hey, it might suck for a little bit in the beginning once you're getting started, but once you get going and keep it going, you're going to feel better and it's going to be worth it. You're selling people on the idea that, listen, you could either go blow that money at McDonald's or Arby's, or you could take a leap and invest in your health in a different way and see some results. So you're really just sharing what is working for you and what you know to be true about this whole thing. That's what coaches do. So I used to have this corny thing where I was like, we're not salespeople, we're shares people. And okay, so I still say it because that's really the truth of it. You're just selling a lifestyle change. You're committed to being proof that the products work. So like I said in the very beginning, this is supreme accountability for yourself because you're working on your own story. Your body is your billboard, basically. Don't let that freak you out because, again, you don't have to be at your fitness goals. But when you feel good and when you did your workout and those endorphins are pumping, you carry yourself a little bit differently, right? You walk a little bit taller. You're willing to talk about how good you feel because you just worked out. So please don't mistake me for saying that you have to be ripped and in shape. You're just committed to improving and developing yourself, really living your best life, living on purpose. And it's a journey and just bringing people along with you. So There are lots of benefits of being a coach. You can read through those yourself. Really, I love to say it's whatever you want to be, because when you sign up to do this, you become your own boss. You are the CEO. So you have all of the tools and trainings and everything at your fingertips. It's like clay. You can mold it into whatever you want it to be. Bam, you're the boss, right? If you don't like the way something's going, change it. So some common misconceptions I came up with, some things that I hear a lot. They're all fear-based lies. Well, I have to earn a certain quota, like you have to move a certain amount of product off the shelf. Like, this isn't the 90s with Avon, okay? You don't have to do that. It's not Amway. So no, you don't. You could really just sign up to get a 25% discount, game over. That could be all you do with it, and that's fine. You don't have to become an icky salesperson. People are like, oh, I don't want to be a salesy. I don't want to be icky. Well, then don't be. Figure out how to talk to people and help people get to the bottom of what they really want and what they need, and help them get that. That's all it is. It's just a big game of Sherlock Holmes. What do you need? How can I help you get it? The idea that you have to recruit a certain amount of people. Again, no, you don't. You're the boss. So if you want to build a team, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't have to spam people. In fact, if you sign up with me, do not do that, because it's gross, and I don't want that kind of a name for our team. I already said a million times, you don't have to be super fit. You don't have to know everything about fitness, because hello, that panel of experts create those programs for you. So what you really have to do as a coach is check in with people, help them troubleshoot what's working, what's not working, help them prioritize and see why making themselves a priority is so important. Have you ever heard that you can't pour from an empty cup? Yeah. So your job as a coach is to help people understand that, and just help them figure out how to fit this into their life. You don't have to love eating healthy all the time. If you're like, oh, I would coach, but I love pizza too much. Girl, please. I can eat a whole medium, maybe large pizza by myself. So throw that one out the window. You don't have time. Wrong. We all have 24 hours in a day, but I can guarantee you, you make time for what you want. And maybe you don't want this, and that's fine. But if you, just a little small voice somewhere in there is like, I wonder what it would be like. I wonder if. I wonder. Well, let me ask you this. You're going to wonder, or are you going to find out? Try it on. If it works, amazing. If it doesn't, that's okay too. But you have time. You make time for what you want. And if you're on your Facebook for more than 10 minutes a day, you can be capitalizing on that time you're on Facebook, because you're already doing half the work, right? You're already building relationships with people that you like. So then build a deeper connection with them, because I guarantee people are going to love you when you help them feel better about themselves. It's what I found to be true in the last 5 years. Some of my best friendships have come from just, hey, I'm running this group. Do you want to join me? Because you show up every day, you sweat together, you encourage each other, and that builds a true bond. I don't have the money to get started. You probably do. Let's look at where you spend frivolously. Let's be honest. $1 on soda. I just spent $1 on a Diet Coke tonight. Yeah, so if I do that every single day for a month, that's almost your sign-up fee right there. One soda a day for a month is almost your sign-up fee. You have the money. Let's figure out how to prioritize it and channel it a little bit differently, right? Oh, the biggest one. I just know I won't be good at this. Girl, stop. Stop limiting yourself. I think it's different for everybody, but sometimes we've just been trained to already set ourselves up like that. Say, I won't be good at it, because it might be scary to try and then fail, or try and fail forward. So you're just already going to cap it at that. Come on. If I invited you to watch this, I believe in you. And I believe you can do this if you want to. So let's talk about the nitty-gritty. This does turn out to be passive income. when you help people over and over again and you help new people each month, it builds. So it's like stair steps, right? So you just build, 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 and you end up creating this passive revenue. You can pause this or come back to this and read it. My personality is not numbers and facts, so I'm just, I'm the boss, right? I'm the CEO, so I don't have to read that. I really like to talk about how to build a team because this has been my game changer. My team and the team that I joined have gotten me through the death of my father, gotten me through a really bad injury where I was laid up in bed for 6 weeks with a cast, in between jobs, mind you. Thank you, coaching, for paying my rent. And coaching has gotten me through sobriety. I just recently got sober 19 months ago, and it has been the most amazing, interesting, challenging time of my life. Not challenging that, like I'm jonesing for a drink, but just challenging because I just have to do things a little bit differently. And I had just a new lens on life. And being through these seasons, they were my team. They were my team. On that altar at my dad's funeral, there was a plant there from my team. And that card, I can't tell you how amazing it is to know that I have friends that really know and love me for who I am. So your first milestone here is getting 2 friends to come along with you. If you do want to build this for some sort of money, like I said earlier, money is a tool, right? What would that $100 do for your family? What would that $500 do for your family? These are some of my girls I have pictured here, and we're at a couple of different events, and it's just amazing to go and have this energy and not have to be sitting in a club at 11 p.m. pretending to be somebody I'm not, right? And I don't mean to offend you, and I'm not saying that you have to not drink to be on my team, but I'm just saying I used to have this image of myself, and I would just kind of like, be this sort of vivacious girl at the bar, but that was just a cover because deep down inside I wasn't happy with the way I looked, and I wasn't happy with who I really showed up as. And so coaching through developing my character and working on my own fitness has totally changed my life. You can read the rest of that, but what this really means is once you and 2 friends start coming along for this party, then you can start earning other kinds of rewards, and not only commission-based income, but bonuses, and then free customers, people who sign up and they don't know a coach, then you're eligible to become their coach, and hashtag more friends. I literally have a coach on my team who was one of my free clients, and just another example of how cool this opportunity is to really fortify your life. So a couple different ways to do this. You can do the $39.95 and sign up and then just pick either a program or just pick Shakeology, and there you go. But I don't recommend that, and here's why. Because as a coach, you're going to want to start working on your story, and getting a challenge pack gets you your fitness and your nutrition, both. So you can sign up. You get Beachbody On Demand is really where it's at. You get all of these workouts so you can sample them. You can pick and choose. You can become familiar with the trainers. You can start building your resume, so to speak. And then that Shakeology, that's your nutrition solution. So your body is testing it out. You know how it makes you feel, and you start working on your fitness story. If you get a challenge pack, that fitness plus nutrition solution, your $39.95 fee is wiped out. It's waived. So for $15.95, you have all kinds of stuff going on, excuse me, in your online office. So instead of having an actual building that you need to pay electricity on, you need to pay water on, you need to fund the inventory for, instead of having all of that, and also paying shipping and handling and paying the customer service team, for just $16 a month, all of that is given to you. So somebody else is shipping the stuff that covers warehousing and customer service and tech support. And there are tons of marketing. So again, back to that, I don't want to be an icky salesperson. Like, yeah, please don't, because Beachbody pays to do infomercials and they pay to advertise. So everybody freaking knows who Shaun T is, right? You don't have to do that. You have to be yourself, show up, encourage some people, get healthy for you, and bring people along on this ride with you. But I digress. If you don't know me, you're going to find out real fast that I have squirrel syndrome. So back to that, just $15.95 a month, you get all of this stuff and all of this training right at your fingertips. So it really is a nominal fee when you look at the fact that this is a business and this does have $1 million potential. My coach's coach is actually a millionaire coach. She's been doing this for 10 years now, and she has achieved many things with this, including freedom in her life. So the potential's here. What I need you to do is, in the next 24 hours, go back to that person who invited you, message them, and let them know what you liked most about this information you just heard tonight. What stood out the most to you? Does this feel like a fit that can help you achieve your goals? Whether it's just personal goals and you just want that super accountability, or you have actual financial goals and you're like, I got to get moving on this. Does it feel like a fit? Which part of coaching most appeals to you? What about this do you like the most? And I barely even got to talk about the trips that I've taken with this. So there's lots of good stuff. So message that person, let them know. And I have one more question for you. I might have one more question for you. Is what you're doing today, oh, that is my last slide. I want to know this. Is what you're doing today, right now, today, is that going to get you where you want to be in 1 year? If you keep doing the exact same thing you're doing every day, in 1 year, are you going to be where you want to be? In 5 years, are you going to be where you want to be? I told you at the beginning of this, I'm leaving my corporate job. Yeah, it's really cozy. Yeah, it's a steady paycheck. But you know what? I can actually have more income potential outside of that salaried job. I can have more freedom outside of that job. And I woke up very recently and I said, you know what? If I keep doing the exact same thing I'm doing every day, I'm not going to be any closer to where I want to be. And that's just me. And that absolutely does not have to be your story. But it's an example of, hey, if I don't do anything different, what's life going to be like in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? So I want to thank you so much for jumping on with me tonight. I welcome your feedback. I can't wait to hear more about what stood out the most to you. And if you're on tonight, stay tuned after this recording for some prize giveaways. Thank you again, and I'll chat with you soon.